You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet ache in your chest when his eyes linger just a second too long, then look away as if they never meant it. You wonder, does he feel it too? The answer isn't in his words. It's in what he keeps silent. And the angels say, yes, he feels it. Deeply. But love, true, soul-deep love, doesn't always come with a clear invitation. Sometimes, it shows up as chaos within someone who thought they had locked all their doors. The angels whisper, he never expected you. He never expected to feel this much. You are not just a chapter in his life. You are the disruption of everything he believed he could control. You were sent not just to love, but to awaken, to draw him out of his numbness, to make his soul remember. And he is remembering. Slowly, painfully, beautifully. Even if he walks away, his spirit remains intertwined with yours. Because what was awakened cannot be put back to sleep. This connection was written long before either of you knew how to read the signs. It is not random. It is an assignment. And when your presence entered his life, something ancient stirred within him, something sacred. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them. Ephesians 2 verse 10. He didn't learn love through warmth. He learned it through absence. Through the sound of footsteps leaving. Through silence louder than words. So when your heart came close, when it opened with that gentle light that only you carry, he panicked. The angels show me a storm within him. Not because of you, but because of the wound your love touches. You didn't hurt him. You revealed the places that still bleed. This is why he seems cold sometimes. Or distant. Or distracted. Not because you aren't enough, but because for the first time, someone sees everything. And he doesn't know how to handle that kind of exposure. The angels say, he runs not from your love, but from what it demands. Because loving you fully would mean facing every wall he ever built to survive. He sees the safety in your eyes, and it terrifies him. Because safety was never his story. And now, you are rewriting the script. Be still. Do not chase or plead. Just know, his hesitation is not rejection. It is the trembling of a soul remembering how to feel. And even in fear, he feels you. Every day. There are days when you wonder if loving him means losing pieces of yourself. But the angels want you to remember, real love does not ask you to dim your light. It asks you to shine, even when someone else cannot yet face the light. He is not your responsibility. He is a soul you touched, yes. But your flame was never meant to burn only for him. The angels say, your heart is sacred. Your tenderness is not a weakness. It is medicine. But you are allowed to protect it. You are allowed to rest. You are not the healer, the savior, the fix. You are a mirror. And even mirrors need care, or they forget how to reflect beauty. So choose softness, for yourself first. Let your joy be loud, even if he falls silent. Let your peace be your anchor, even when he drifts. Because in the end, the right love will never ask you to abandon yourself. And this journey, though filled with mystery and ache, is also your initiation into deeper wholeness. The angels are not asking you to wait. They are asking you to rise, and see who keeps up. He looks at you and sees everything he buried, the dreams, the softness, the hope he learned to live without. You didn't mean to be a mirror. You just were. By being real, by feeling deeply, by refusing to numb. And now, he cannot unsee. The way you forgive without folding. The way you speak from the soul and don't apologize for it. The way your eyes don't demand, they invite. The angels say, his soul is trembling not because you did something wrong, but because your presence calls him into truth. He has worn masks for so long. Smiles that hide. Words that deflect. Logic that guards. But around you, the mask slips. And that terrifies him. He doesn't yet know how to stand fully seen and not shatter. Because your love doesn't flatter his ego, it awakens his spirit. He runs from what he sees in you only because he's not ready to see it in himself. But the reflection remains. You lit something he can't turn off. And the longer he avoids his own depth, the louder your silence becomes. Not as punishment, but as a reminder, love this true reveals, then waits. At first, it came as restlessness. He couldn't sleep, couldn't focus. A name, your name, echoing in his quiet moments. The angels whisper, awakening never begins with clarity. It begins with discomfort. And that's what he's feeling now. He doesn't yet understand why he's suddenly remembering the softness in your voice, or why certain songs feel like you. He doesn't understand why his chest tightens when he sees someone who walks like you, or why he keeps dreaming of conversations you never had. But the soul remembers before the mind can explain. And his soul is calling yours. This is not obsession. It's recognition. The angels show me subtle shifts, a message he never sent, but typed. A conversation with a friend, where your name slipped out. A quiet moment when he almost reached for the phone, and didn't. Not because he forgot, but because he felt too much. He is waking up. To the truth of what you stirred. To the presence he tried to dismiss. Let it unfold. Let the spirit lead. Because what begins in silence often ends in return. And what he's beginning to feel is only the beginning. You felt it, the coming close, then pulling away. Just when it seems he's ready to open, he vanishes again. The angels say, this isn't cruelty. It's a cycle. A pattern carved long before he met you. He was taught that closeness brings danger, that needing someone makes him weak. So when you touch something real in him, his instinct is to retreat. He runs not because he wants distance, but because he's never known what to do with intimacy that doesn't come with a price. Your love, your presence, your silence, they're too gentle, too pure. They disarm him. And so the cycle repeats. Closer, then fear. Opening, then doubt. A message, then silence. The angels urge you, don't take this personally. This isn't about your worth. It's about his wiring. And that is slowly, unraveling. You are not stuck. You are being refined. This rhythm of retreat is not the end. It's the resistance before surrender. The push before the melt. And even when he disappears, something in him stays connected to you. Because deep down, he knows, this isn't a passing spark. It's a soul pulling him into love's fire, again and again, until he stays. There is something about the way you love, so unforced, so patient, that unsettles everything he thought love was supposed to be. He's used to love that demands, that takes, that wears a mask. But you offer it like air. Like something that doesn't need to be earned. And that heals him. The angels say, you are not here to fix him. You are here to remind him what wholeness feels like. Each time you chose kindness instead of ego, each time you stayed open instead of shutting down, he felt it. Even if he never told you. Even if he looked away. His soul remembers. Because real love doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it whispers through time. And still, it reaches. There are parts of him that were dying quietly, until your love touched them. Now they stir. Now they ache. Because they've tasted something they didn't know was missing. This is the kind of love that doesn't ask, what can I get? But rather, what can I hold gently until it's ready to bloom? You became medicine. And medicine doesn't force. It waits. It trusts. The angels remind you, sometimes healing looks like distance, but inside, miracles are already unfolding. This love is not unfolding on your timeline, and that's the hardest part, isn't it? But the angels speak now, not to rush you, but to remind you, nothing is delayed when it is divinely designed. There is a map, invisible but precise. And though your heart longs to run ahead, the spirit moves in sacred rhythm. The angels show that his soul is being reoriented. Taken through nights that reveal, through silences that soften, through moments that humble. And though it may feel like he's drifting, he's being led. Led through the valleys where old selves dissolve. Led into the questions that birth truth. Led closer to the version of him that can finally meet you fully. You may feel forgotten. Overlooked. But beloved, the heavens do not misplace what they've written. He is being guided home, not just to you, but to the man he was always meant to become. And you are the light flickering at the edge of his vision, calling him not just into love, but into alignment. Wait, not in stillness, but in surrender. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay. Habakkuk 2 verse 3. There's a reason he hesitates. A reason his voice catches when he's close to saying what matters. The angels show me a heart scarred by promises that broke too soon. By moments when his truth was too much for someone, or not enough. So now when he feels this weightless sacred pull toward you, he freezes. Not because he doesn't want you, but because something in him whispers, what if I lose myself again? You see, love, he's not afraid of you. He's afraid of what he becomes when love asks him to soften. He's afraid of how your eyes see through him, how your voice calms what no one else could name. The angels say, he stands at the edge of himself, half wanting to leap, half clinging to the shore. And though he may not show it, he craves to be known. He craves to be held in a way that doesn't require performance. You offer that. Not perfection. Not pressure. Just presence. And one day, maybe soon, he'll realize. That love was never the threat. It was always the invitation. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9. There comes a point in every soul connection where striving must cease. Where the chase dissolves into stillness. Where the ache softens, not because it is gone, but because it is understood. The angels want you to exhale. Not because the journey is over, but because your heart no longer needs to force what is already flowing. You were never here to convince him. You were here to remember yourself, even while loving him. There is a kind of sacred peace that rises when you accept what is, without closing your heart to what could be. And that's where you are now. He may come. He may speak. He may choose you. Or he may still wrestle with his own timing. But none of it defines your worth. None of it steals what was real. The angels say, your love was never wasted. Your presence changed things. Your truth was received, even if unspoken. What is meant will remain. And what is divine always finds its way. You don't need to understand everything now. You only need to trust that love never ends, it only transforms. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46 verse 10.